Hello, Lego lovers. This is Elle, and this is a Lego Trolls World Tour parts review. As you can see, I have some parts laid out here. This is for the Vibe City concert set, the last set of the Trolls World Tour, as far as I can tell, with a set number of 41258, 494 pieces. And let's get into bag one and extra piece stuff. So let's take a look at our figures first. Here we have a hairless branch, because I'll look at that part a little later. Kind of a interesting look for his top, almost Western mixed with hippie. And he's got two different colored leg parts here, which is interesting. I guess you could use those for pants or boots in two different colors, obviously. So there are some use beyond Lego Trolls. And of course, you can just have weird alien creatures in your city. But it is a pretty nice print. Simple, but still fairly detailed on both the front and the back there. And like every Troll set, they have the 2x2 type head style. And that goes with his hairpiece, which is this one. As you can see, we got a hole for accessories. We got a little area for his ears. You can see how that connects in there. And there's just a no stud area up top that you could put stuff in. And that is Branch. And then we have Poppy. And here you can see kind of a Funkadelic type shirt. Fairly nice printing on there. Not detailed, but just kind of colorful and mixed, which I think is pretty cool. Kind of a not too much to a facial expression, and the print goes on the other side there, and we have just dark pink legs there, and her hair, which I think is a different color than the ones they've done in the past. I'm not sure, but it has an area where you can kind of hang off of bars. It doesn't clip, and you can put one stud or stick a bar in there. Otherwise, similar connection point there. And then we have, as that rolls away, Hickory, I think is what his name is. But he looks like a centaur, which is an interesting piece. Pretty simple printing. Skin color seems a little off. He's got a crazy kind of facial print there. And he is a one torso. We'll take that off here. Some printing on the back. Again, Troll's head theme. And this is his centaur body part, which is really kind of weird and interesting, but I could see this being used for other things too. But yeah, he's got his connection there, so you could put any top body part you want, torso, accessory, hole for a tail, and just kind of plops on some studs there. His other interesting part is his crazy hat. Huge hat. I've done it in the past with a parts review where I've put it on different figures. It's pretty crazy. But you can put a bar up there, which is kind of interesting. And, you know, it's like a clip effectively. But yeah, that's his hat. So let's get into the parts. So we have this piece, which if you've had friend sets before, you've probably seen before. But it's just kind of like a zip line is what they usually use it for. We have a yellow slide. Pretty common part for Friends line stuff, but it is the bigger yellow kind of curved slide part, which is kind of nice. Then we have some interesting parts here. These were in the water park, but they are the water tubes. Yeah, they're interesting. This is the only part that actually really has stud type connections on the top and bottom, so I could see that for use. Otherwise, they just kind of pop in and you can spin around to get different angles and stuff. So let's get into some of the colors here. Here we have the black pieces. We have the microfoam piece with the gold here. Not too special, 3 of those. We have the elongated skeleton type leg, which in black, and they usually use that for the microphone stands. We have, like I said, a doorway. We have some of these kind of bricks, not too special. We got some of the slopes. We have the type of gun piece, which is just versatile for a lot of stuff because you can put studs all around, or there's studs all around it almost. There's an anti-stud there, and then you have a handle there. So it's just a really interesting type of part. Yeah, that's pretty much it for black. Oh, we do have the 1x1 studs with holes in it, which is nice to get 3 of those. Some 1x1 tiles, nothing too overly special in that. Let's get into our purple, and as you can see, we have a big 16x16 dark purple base plate, or plate, because it is a plate. It's not just a base plate where they don't have anything on the back. And I believe that only came in that color in one other friend set, so I'm happy to see that being used again. Just a nice, big, colorful type of piece, and kind of hard to find, or really hard to find. Then we have some lavender curves. There's going to be a lot in this set, I'm almost positive, just by the front picture. We do have some of the lavender bracket bricks, just one there. And then some plates for that, which are super common. And then a couple dark purple tiles, one a jumper. And we have the ice cream or smoke type part in purple, which I think has only been in a couple other sets in that color. So not too special, just one of them. We do have one of these nice bracket bricks in one of my favorite colors of pink. We've got 2 flowers here, nice coloring. Then we have the non-printed guitar, which is okay. It's not too special, but kind of cool. We have one of those ice cream pieces in lime green. Then we have gold pieces. So we have these tubes in, or not tubes, but dishes in the kind of metallic, more metallic looking type of gold. 2 of those there. Then we have a pile of these nice circular kind of into bar pearl pieces. 2, 3 jumpers there. Some of these stars, which you can put an accessory hole in it. Pretty common for the Friends line. Otherwise it sits on a stud. And then we have the metallic, as I flip everything around, the metallic Trolls set for parts here. So like these music symbols, they just sit on one stud there, and you can kind of turn them around if you want. Slippery today. Kind of neat to have a music type theme. We have cupcakes with one stud on top, anti-stud on the bottom, which can be used for a multitude of other things. We also have the metallic loot type thing. Then there's some gray, nothing too special. A triangular clip part there, not too special. This print, which is really common, we have the record print for Friends, another really common kind of print. However, this print I don't know if I have ever seen before, but it's kind of almost like a digitized pink flame. I'm not 100% sure what that's used for, but will be interesting to see in the set. We got some of that orange-ish yellow, which is nice to see. 2 of these longer bricks. Nothing too crazy. We do have some of the gray, or not gray, typically gray, kind of clip bars, you could say, but they're in orange, which is a little bit different, but I've seen those before. Some of the flames, which are super common, some red cherry pieces. The transparent pieces are pretty nice here. We have 2 of these curves, at least in bag 1, that you can kind of use 4 of them and get a circle in that nice dark purple type color. And of course they come pre-scratched. So 2 of those nice larger pieces. We got a clear light blue door. We have 4 1x1 bricks of the dark pink, which I love. The dark, or the trans dark pink actually. Trans dark pink, some plates in it, some dishes which are not too rare. These in dark blue, the 1x1 plates in dark blue, I think are really cool. And this, which I don't see very often, is the purple like lightsaber blade bar. So that is really nice, and some more transparent little pieces there. So bag 1's got some interesting pieces. I'll be excited to build up the set and get into the next bag to see what pieces are contained in there. But this is all of bag 1. So let's check out the next bag. All right, here is bag 2. And with bag 1, I forgot to go over the sticker, so let's do that. So, as you can see, super glittery, shiny, glimmery, crazy sticker sheet here. But still pretty nice. You can see a music and record theme here, obviously. I believe all of these yellow parts are curtains. And we have like a keyboard there. This sticker sheet's pretty crazy. We got some crazy control panels over here. Some music notes, pretty cool. We got like a record set up here. 2 more records. A guitar. And 2 little stars. So really interesting, glimmery, shiny, crazy sticker sheet there. Like it. I think it's awesome. I almost would like to just have a sticker sheet that just has different shapes with just this middle part that's all crazy looking. Looks really awesome. Let's get to the parts though. So we got yellow. We got the short kind of straight slide piece. We got some yellow bricks, not too special. Some smaller yellow brackets there. Again, not really special. We got some orange plates, which are pretty nice. As you can see, we have more of those lavender curves there. So many are in this set. I don't know the total, but there's a lot. And I kind of feel if you want those, this is the set to get. And we got some lavender bricks. Not overly special there. I don't know how rare some of these are. I don't see these too much, the jumpers. And then we also have some large purple plates, and this purple brick, which in this size I don't think I have ever seen before, so interesting piece there. And then I'm happy to get some of these dark purple plates, especially this big kind of rectangular one, because I do not see those too often in that dark purple, and I love that color. We have some curves in dark purple, but I'm pretty sure I've seen those before, and a couple other pieces, not overly too special there. In the dark pink, we have 2 curves, which are pretty sure not too uncommon. We got some curves there in dark pink. We also have some 1x6 for those tiles, and then some 1x4 tiles. Happy to see more dark pink, of course. And we got some dark turquoise curves, which I feel those are kind of common, and some other smaller tiles there. 2 more of the dark pink bricks, some 1x1 tiled orange little transparent pieces there. In white, I haven't seen these too often in that white coloring. I've seen it in pinks and some other colors, but white is uncommon. And there's one of those, some white tiles, 1x1s are nice to get, 1x1s in black, 2 of the disc spinners. Not too lot of special stuff in here. I would say the dark purple is pretty much the special stuff, and the pile of these, which is kind of a lot. But if you've seen the picture of the box, there's a lot of those in this set. So let's check out the next bag. All right, here we go to bag 3. And guess what? There's more lavender. And like I was saying, look at all those curve pieces. That's actually kind of nice because you can make pipes and such with them, or half curves, or whatever you can imagine. We also have some 1x6s there, some of the like tall bricks. I don't know how you want to explain them. 4 of those, which is nice. We got some 1x1s, a bunch of 2x2s, a whole bunch of them. Kind of crazy actually. For white, not a whole lot there. We do have 2 of the little brick clip type parts. We get 1 really long dark turquoise piece, a curve, and 1 little plate there. Kind of interesting. We do have 3 of the gold or pearl gold type curves, or 4 of them. And then some yellow here. Nothing overly special. Just a few little pieces there. Orange, we do have these kind of nice angled type corners, and 4 of them, which is nice to see because you get those in pairs. It's kind of nice to have them used like that. We got some dark pink. We got 1 of the 2x2s there. A lot of the curves in here, which is kind of interesting. It's a very curvy set. 2 black circular tiles, not too special. Some dark purples, not too special again. But once we get into the transparent pieces, that is kind of interesting. So these, I only remember seeing in dark pink, trans dark pink in Ninjago sets. So we get 3 of those here in this bag. 2 more of the bricks. 4 of these kind of kind of half curves. Those can be used good for aquariums and sinks and just kind of holders of stuff. You also have this super bright yellowish green transparent cylinder. Just nice, interesting colored part. We got some gold stars again, some 1x1 circular tile yellow. We also get 2 of these gold like tassel dangle things, which just sits on a stud or you can put it on a bar. 2 of those. And then we get more of these dark purple curves here. 2 more of those. But we also get 2 of the giant dark purple panels. Happy to see that, because I think that's only been in a couple sets. Pre-scratched, which is always nice. And then the last thing we really have in here is the figures. And again, Trolls is a little weird, so I'm going through them without the heads just so you can fully see what we got here. So this is like a weird centaur giraffe type thing. I feel like this one we have seen before, and that goes with this head here, which I don't think the face expression is different. Kind of a silly big tooth kind of look. Just a really weird body form. I don't know if you can really use that for other things. I'm sure there's people that can figure out a use for it. But yeah, that's that guy's figure. His headpiece is kind of a hair hat type combo. You can put an accessory up top, otherwise it fits in the same type of way that the Trolls do, just like that. But then we have what I think is a funk troll. Not 100% sure, but same mold, a little bit of different coloring, as you can see. You got that shiny gold, which is kind of interesting. And then her head is that, which is quite different than some of the other trolls I've seen. You got the gold eyeshadow and gold stars. Pretty cool actual facial expression. The hairpiece is a similar one that came from the Trolls Mermaid set in that satin dark pink. You can put an accessory up top. And interestingly enough, this one has a stud, which I think is the only hairpiece that's really had a stud on it. But I think they usually put a heart or a music note or whatever you can imagine on there. And you put that in the figure, and that's how it looks. Kind of an interesting, weird type of piece. Not sure if it has use out of Trolls, but that's it for this third bag. I believe there's only one bag left, so let's get into it and take a look. I wonder if there's more lavender in there. Alright, here we have the last bag of this LEGO Trolls World Tour set. So, this one kind of has the most different colors, I would say. There is some lavender, as you can see here, but however, there's nowhere near as much as there was in the other bags. It's nice to see these 3 leaves in a different color in here. Only a couple, though. We got some other bricks, but again, overly the same kind of stuff we've had. So, the other part we have, which is technically, I guess, a Lego part, are these foam flowers. And there are 2 of them that are exactly the same. And basically the concept is they use this square to put like a brick or a plate, and then you put something on top and it locks it in. I don't know how I feel about these. I can see using them. They're different. They're interesting. They're a Lego piece. So, just a little something different you can add to your stuff. You could use it for a giant flower or whatever you can imagine. So, going after that, we have some black pieces here, and we have some Technic pieces, which just rolled away, as they technically do. We have this big kind of flat disc. I don't know if you'd call it a plate or not, but basically you can see how the anti-stud formation is down there, and then we have 4 studs in the middle, and that's it. Interesting, different piece. This is another piece that I don't see very often. Actually, I see it very often, however, not in black a whole lot lately. Mostly in the Friends sets, it comes in the clear, but it's that accessory to bar holder. And then here's another interesting little, this is printed, but it's not like your BrickHead's printed, and I don't remember seeing this ever, so I'm not sure if this is new or just very rare. But there's 3 of those in here, and there's another one of those microphone holders. Technic, nothing too special there. In gray, we have these nice kind of Technic bricks. They have notches on each side there, which I think is a pretty cool little thing, and an axle hole through it. And, you know, you could put bars in there because they're kind of open studs. 2 of those in here, which is nice. Then we have some ball socket parts, not too rare. We do have some under or reverse type slopes in this light gray, just 2 of those. We have the gray horns, which I don't know if I've seen too often in gray, usually white or red. We also have a gray circular to bar type part there. So that's it for gray, really. Then in white, nothing too special. We do get 2 of the new kind of turntables. I don't know if I like those as much as like these. You do get one of these type of turntables. You also get 2 of these inverted kind of tiles. The ones that you can put like underneath stuff. Just kind of a nice part to get that's not too common. We have 2 of these kind of white cylinders. Goes in the 2x2, about a 4x4 I think there. And then we have some jumpers, and then we have in white this bar to socket bar type piece. But let's get to some interesting stuff. There's some blue here, some blue tiles in a color that I like. Let's go to the dark turquoise up here. So this is a new part, and it's different. It's like a big noodle type part, kind of similar to that. It utilizes an axle connection. So I'm going to grab an axle here just as an example, and that just slides in there. And then we'll put one of the small ones here so you can kind of see how it looks. Now the small one's going to make it so you won't see if you put something else, they'll tightly connect. This will have space, but you can utilize these as spacers because it is pretty much the same size. So you could kind of use that as a different color. But then if you take like this, and you can turn them different angles if you so choose to get different kind of shapes going. And then it, like I said, if you put it like that, it's tight and you can get some weird angles and shapes out of it. So it's an interesting new part, and they have it in 2 kind of colorful parts, or colors I should say, that I like. And that's the dark turquoise and the dark pink. But also in dark turquoise, we get some other pieces. Small amount of plates, some more of these angles, some of these kind of longer slopes, which I don't think I've seen too often in dark turquoise. We have the kind of star piece that was yellow in the Lego Movie 2. I think this one shows up in Andrea's car set. Otherwise, we get 2 of those. Just an interesting and different piece. So I'm happy to see more colors of stuff. We got some tiles. Also, which I don't know, might have been in another Troll set. We have 4 of these kind of vine parts that connect to a bar. And this is kind of about a bar size too. So that's kind of neat. And there's 4 of those in there. And then in the pink, the dark pink here, we have 3 of those interesting new like noodle pieces. We have 1 of the kind of branch or tentacle type pieces, bar to a stud effectively, and you could put a bar in there too. We got a disc, we got a plate, we got like 1 of everything, and then we have 2 of these kind of big discs, 6x6 I think these are. As you can see, 2x2 anti-stud, and then 2x2 stud and a hole, so you could put axles or Technic pins and such through there. And of course there's some axles here. And then yellow has a kind of big selection of parts here. We have 2 of these arches. To add to the arches, we kind of have the inverted arches. We have 4 of these parts in here, so you can, as you can see, make an arch or a circle, which is kind of nice. I don't think I've seen those in yellow too much. We have some other yellow parts there, but none of those really scream too rare to me. Some of that orange or yellow, and we have these in orange, which I don't know if they're a great part, but 4 of those. Then we also have these neon orange discs, 2 of those. That neon orange, kind of crazy. Then pretty much all we have left is some golden transparent. So there's a pile of these parts, and I don't know how I feel about that. There's just a lot of them, and I think I've seen a lot of them, so it's not too rare. Then we get 4 more of these, so I feel this is getting kind of like to be a common part. Well, there's actually 6 in this set? I'm not 100% sure. But we got quite a few of those. And then we have another printed record. Again, not too rare, kind of common. Then transparent, we have a yellow inverted kind of curve there. And we have some of this neon, like green-yellow. Quite a lot of plates in that, which is kind of nice. Some more of the pink disc, which isn't too rare. And then this part, which is a string from the movie in this trans purple, which is nice to just get different colors of this stuff. You can use it for energy kind of blasts or just details on stuff, whatever you can imagine. And it just sticks in a hole for a bar or clips to a bar. Also a nice part are these, which I will probably use in my city a lot to represent hovering type vehicles or stuff flying. It's just transparent. Yeah, it's not perfect. You can kind of see it, but the concept is that you can make it look like it. And it's a versatile part because this whole part is a bar, and then the end is a bar. Then you have a stud and an anti-stud kind of little thing here with a hole that goes all the way completely through. So you could put a bar all the way through. And then on the other side, we have basically a 1x2 plate. Exactly the same, connected to a bar. And there's 2 of those in here, so that's pretty nice. So that's all the bags. What are my overall thoughts of the parts of this set? Well, it's a $60 set and about 500 pieces. So right there, that's not necessarily fantastic if you think about it with the price per piece if you're one of those people. However, there's a lot of larger parts in here, I will say that. These, if these are useless to you, that might be an issue. However, there's tons of these in here. I don't know what the final number is. I want to say maybe 20 almost. There's a lot of big dark purple transparent parts, which are nice. There's a lot of those gold parts. There's a couple printed pieces that I haven't seen before. There's some new interesting pieces in here. Some different colors for pieces. And this is just in the last bag. Obviously, there's more bags before that. There's that large dark purple plate. The figures are unique and interesting. I don't know how much those have value to a person. I don't mind them. I'm probably going to blow this secret. I'm going to have probably a Trolls section in my city, at least for a little bit. I think it could be kind of fun. It won't be necessarily Trolls like the movie, but just my own take on Trolls, maybe using the figures. Overall, there's a lot of good parts in here, a lot of good colors. There's a lot of lavender. If lavender is your favorite Lego color, this is an awesome set for it. There's also the dark purple. It's got a lot of good parts, I will say. It might seem a little expensive, but I think there's a lot of interesting and good parts, and it's colorful, which is great for me. I like colorful. It's not just all gray or, you know, one color or whatever. You also got a load of transparent colors in different stuff. So overall, I think this is a great parts-wise set. I wasn't sure about it when I was going to buy it, but I definitely think that looking at it now, there's a lot of colorful parts. Some of them are kind of common, but some of them are also really rare. So overall, I think this is a fantastic parts-based set. Lots of different colors, recolors of stuff that are kind of rare. Very nice. I've been talking for a long time at the end here. This is the end of the parts review. If you've gotten this far, you're incredible. If you have, I dare you to comment that you have listened to the end of this video and let me know that you've listened to the end of this video, because I don't know if people actually do. If you have, again, thank you. Super appreciate it. This is the last Troll set, I believe, unfortunately, which is kind of sad. I don't necessarily like the figures, but I like the crazy parts, the crazy colors. I just love that. That's the big highlight for the Trolls line for me. But I want to thank you again for watching any of my videos, watching till the end. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I can't necessarily buy tons of Legos all the time, so that might be kind of fading, but it will be kind of maybe cool to see me use these parts for something. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you, or hopefully you'll listen to me in the next video. Thanks again.